In this video, I want to show you the two must-have apps for your iPad Pro if you're an architect. The first I've talked about before is Polycam, and the second one I actually talked about before, which is Morfolio Trace. And combined, the two do amazing things, and I'm going to show you that right now. Let's first start with Polycam. I'm going to scan this area of the porch, and then I'll show you what we do with that 3D model once we've scanned this area and how we can bring that into Morfolio to start tracing in perspective right on top of our 3D model. Let's start by scanning. Okay, so we have our scan here, and the first thing we want to do is actually just texture this. So I'm going to do process. It's going to take 40 seconds, and once this is processed, I'll show you how we bring it into Morfolio Trace and start drawing right on top of this. We have our scan here inside of Polycam. Now we want to be able to take this and use it right away without leaving the iPad, which is pretty cool. You know, I did a video on how you can piece these things together and bring it into SketchUp, but now I'm going to show you how to take this model directly in the iPad into Morfolio Trace. So first thing we want to do is go to the export button, and we're going to export as a USDZ file, the one that says share in iMessage. So we'll click that, and we're going to save this. I'm going to put it in a temporary file here with this name. I'm just going to call it so done and save. Okay, so we got this file saved. Now I will leave this app. So we'll go to Morfolio, and you've got a bunch of different options here. You've got image files you can bring in, you know, PDFs, blank files. So there's one here called 3D models. So I'm going to click 3D model. I'm going to find this file on my iCloud, and you can see right there it's called Morfolio USDZ file. Click that. It's a little bit of time. It's fairly quick. So now it brings you up with this window here, and you can pan around to get the view that you want. You're basically setting the perspective that you want to be able to sketch over. So I'm going to line this up here and create. So now you can see that the perspective guides allow you to basically come in here and sketch right on top. So you could see the use cases for something like this. Being able to come in and like really rough out a sketch really quickly. Just get into perspective right away with your drawing. You know, being able to get, without having to go out of the computer, you've got a tool here where you can start drawing directly in the iPad. You got a quick way to visualize spaces. Scan the space with your LiDAR iPad. Bring it directly into Morfolio via the iCloud, and yeah, just use that send to iMessage format and you're good to go. So I hope you found this useful, and you know, I'm always looking for new ways to work with the iPad and new ways to kind of develop my process for architecture and how I utilize the tools that are available. And I think the new LiDAR iPad is a huge advancement for architects. Programs like Polycam, being able to export those 3D models quickly, and then in combination with, of course, the tried and true Morfolio app, it's kind of like a no-brainer to take all those and combine them together to work together as one process, one solution to this. You could take photos, but then at the same time you've already scanned the space to get your measurements, and then you can position it whichever way you want to draw your perspective. Really useful tool, and I hope you found some value in this exploration of the tools here. And let me know if there's something that you're working with with your iPad, your LiDAR iPad, with some interesting things that you're trying out. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on all this high-tech stuff. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.